Welcome back to the JP Keyter Show with me, your host, JP, where we talk all things rugby. Now, let's touch on some Super Rugby that happened over the weekend. It was round 9 of the Super Rugby competition, and I must say it was a wonderful entertaining match that kicked off round 9 on Friday morning here in South Africa, here by us, and obviously Friday evening in New Zealand, where the Hurricanes played against the Chiefs. It was a high tempo match. The Hurricanes beating the Chiefs there 25-13. Saturday morning in Tokyo, Japan, the Blues proved to be too strong for the Sunwolves. Blues taking the Sunwolves 24-10 to the cleaners, and the match after that, was the Jaguars playing against the Rebels. Now, this was an interesting match because the Rebels actually had an opportunity to draw the match against the Jaguars for the final score there being 25-22, and the Rebels had an opportunity to kick a penalty from right in front of the goalpost, but they actually decided to go for glory and to go for glory in front of their home crowd and win the match. So now, there's many ways we can look at this. A lot of people will say you should have just gone for the 3 points, draw the match, and that would have been fine. But like we say, in sport, a draw is always, it's like kissing your sister. It doesn't mean anything. You actually want to win the match. So I understand that the Rebels wanted to go for glory. They wanted to go for gold and win the match. So kudos to the Rebels, for trying to win this match and to end this match in a very entertaining way. But because the Super Rugby, to be honest, the Super Rugby lost a lot of its glory. It's not the competition it used to be, and so it's good to see a team like the Rebels saying, you know what, especially in Australia, where they're battling to pull the people to the stadiums, the crowds, to the stadiums. It's not the rugby union is not the number one sport in Australia. So one can understand, the Rebels thinking. Then the Highlanders and the Brumbies, this score doesn't reflect how well the Brumbies actually played in this game. Score was 43-17, the final score. And the Brumbies actually trailed by 2 points in that match at half time, and the second half they could have won the match. Then the Highlanders scored a try, in the dying moments of the match, and that gave him the winning score there, 43-17. Like I say, it's not a true reflection of the match. I think the Brumbies really did well in that game. And then it was the derby between the Waratahs and the Reds. The Waratahs beating the Reds 37-16, and then it was our derby in South Africa. The Bulls playing against the Sharks, and I must say, well done to the Bulls, going all the way to Kings Park and kicking the behinds of the Sharks. A lot of people didn't think the Bulls would be able to pull it off, seeing that it was the Sharks, it was their home game, and they had the home ground advantage. But the Bulls pulling that one off 40-10. And I must say, congratulations to Coach John Mitchell. One can really see that he's turning this team around. The Bulls playing with more or less the same kind of players they played under the previous coach, Nolles Moran. I must say, I love Nolles. Nolles is a brilliant coach. He used to be my captain when I played for the Naka Bulls. And so Nolles used to be my captain when I played for the Naka Bulls. Brilliant guy, brilliant captain, brilliant coach, understand the game very, very well. But unfortunately, we all know how that ended with him losing his job at the Bulls and John Mitchell taking over. So well done to John Mitchell, for doing a wonderful, wonderful job. I think the Bulls just did the basics right. You have to earn I always say you have to earn the right to spread the ball wide. You have to earn the right, to play running rugby. So what I mean by that is that your forwards need to do the tough, hard, difficult work up in front, So you have to, rugby's a collision sport. You have to dominate the collisions. You have to dominate the collisions. You have to dominate the breakdowns. You have to move forward. First they have to go forward and straight, and then, you earn the right to spare the ball wide. They did it extremely well.